Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg and I am standing in front of a 67 Tiger Gold GTO. This car is sweet, guys. And if you want to check out about 100 pictures of it, go to our website at vanguardmotorsales.com. We'll put it on the lift so you can see just how nice and solid the bottom side is. We're going to pop the hood and look at that 400 cubic inch motor. We're going to look at the interior. We're going to look inside the trunk. We're going to show you everything you need to see so you can make a great decision on this GTO. So come on up and we're going to fire this 400 up. Check this beauty out, man. The paint as slick as can be. Look at all these lines. Nearly perfect. Look at that chrome, the trim, the grille, the lenses on the marker lights, the headlights, the bezels on the headlights. Hood tack, that's so cool. You know how many of those I put on when I was a kid? Everybody that had a GTO had to have a hood tack. We added them to a bunch of cars. We've got great looking moldings there on the wheel wells. All these lower moldings are all brightly polished up. They look great. All of the stainless here looks good. The vinyl top's in great shape. That door is fitting nearly perfect. Look at that line. See how nice and easy it opened? How nice and clean it is in here. The latch was out when they painted the car. We've got new rubber here. All the interior looks good. All the chrome on all this is in good shape. Now these are all things you should be looking at when you're buying a car. The carpeting looks new, and look at that steering wheel. We've got one crack in it down here. Other than that, that steering wheel is beautiful. Then look at the wood grain and the chrome on the dash. And look at the center console, the his and her shifter, the Pontiac tack there. We've got seat belts in the front, seat belts in the rear. Package tray looks like it's in pretty good shape back there. Looks like there's a original speaker back there too. Headliner's in great shape. Heck, even the dome light's working. Sun visors have got a couple of wrinkles in them, overall in good shape. Got great looking pad on the dash, and look at those gauges. Look how nice and clear the lenses are and how nice and bright the gauge faces are. All the chrome in there looks great. Looking down the side of this big old long quarter panel, look how nice and straight that paintwork is. And this line right here, amazing. Trunk's fitting nice. And the metallic is laid on nice and even. That great big flat surface there, beautiful job, whoever did the painting. All the trim here looks good. The chrome on the back bumper looks good. All this trim's in great shape. Look inside that trunk. Looks like it's brand new in there. Jack, spare tire. They even went to the trouble of putting a red line spare tire in there. Floor looks great. All the wiring here looks like it's been taken care of also. All the paint work around here is in great shape. The rubber's been replaced. I see part numbers stamped right here. And then everybody knows on a GTO they don't reproduce this deck lid, so you gotta have a good one to start with. And this one looks like it's in great shape. The paint work here, got new stickers here. Now look down the side of that. Great big long flat surface. Can you imagine how many hours the painter had in doing the body prep work to this car? Just beautiful. See how nice and smooth that opened up? Great looking lips here. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we're not consignment dealers. That means we own this GTO. Right now we've got about 225 cars in stock, and we own each and every one of those cars. So you can bet we spent the time to check them out before we bought them. When they come here to the shop, we inspect them, so you can ask Tommy all the questions you want about the car, and he can answer every one of them. If you want any close-up pictures of a specific area of the car, just call Tom. We'll get you whatever you want. So now let's go out and drive this car. let's take this 67 GTO for a ride. Gold car, numbers matching. What a sweet ride we've got here, guys. And don't forget, at Vanguard Motor Sales, we're shipping experts. We can ship this GTO anywhere in the world. So give Tom a call at 248-974-9513. He'd love to tell you all about this car. And we've got help with financing if you need that. We've got 2 bankers we work with. Probably a 15-20 minute phone call with the banker, and this dream is in your drive, no problem whatsoever. Get around the corner here, we'll listen to that exhaust. Listen to that. It's got a great rumble to it. Here it's even chirping the tires a little bit there, guys. She's putting power to the ground. I mean, I just barely touched the accelerator there. And look at this, driving one hand, no hands. Brakes feel good. We'll get around the corner here. We'll take a quick look at the gauges here. This thing's even got a tilt column in it, which is really rare for 1967. Look at that. Tilt column. Horns working. The gauge faces are all nice and clean. Nice and bright. The chrome looks good. We've got the gas gauge here. We've got the speedo. Got oil pressure, water temperature. Now the clock is not working. The blower is blowing. It's got the original AM/FM radio. Of course, I'd never even touched the radio. Down here on the center console, we've got the vacuum gauge. And then up on the hood there is the tach. Everybody who's got a GTO wants to have that hood tach. I can't tell you how many of those we installed when I was a kid. Now listen to that exhaust. She has just got a beautiful sound to her. Don't forget, we're buying about 40 new cars a month. So we've always got something new coming in. So make sure you go on YouTube, check out our channel there. Make sure you check us out on Facebook. Check our website often too. You never know what we may be bringing in. And if you've got a car for sale, give Tom a call. We go all over the country buying cars. We're buying about 40 cars a month. Now here's our shop right here. You gotta stick with us because we're gonna do something the other guys don't do. We're putting this car up on the lift so you can see just how nice the bottom side is. Then we're gonna pop the hood and take a look at that numbers matching motor. All right, we're underneath this 67 now, and she's pretty under here too. As you can see, it's got brand new exhaust on it. Drop downs look good. Now this is something you need to look at in every car that you're planning on buying. Trunk floor looks good. We got right around the 290 gear in this 10-bolt rear end, and it is an open rear end, so it is not posi. You can see metal here looks nice. It looks like the bushings were redone at one time. It does have drum brakes in the back, and our guys here will take those apart, make sure they're in good working order. Flowmaster mufflers. You always want to check the rockers here too, and you want to check where that inner wheelhouse comes to the quarter under here. Take a look at all these areas. There's all problem spots on these cars. This one looks great. The pinch weld looks good. And look at these floorboards. Somebody spent a lot of time cleaning these floorboards up and painting them. Beautiful job on them. Always check out the frame also. I always check the low spots here. These holes fill up with junk and then they rot out. This one looks great. Definitely lived indoors its whole life. And here's another low spot in the frame I always take a look at. This is a telltale sign on every car. You can look at that on every car. Turbo 400 trans, that's a 3-speed automatic, guys. Cross member, look at that cross member. It is nice and square, flat. Looks like it came out of the factory. Also, take a look at all the bushings. We do have disc brakes up front, and it does look like the ball joints were replaced at one time. They're definitely not original to the car. Bushings in the sway bar look good. Bottom side of the core support looks nice. Bottom side of the pan's nicely painted. Even the whole bottom side of the motor is nice and clean. And look at the chrome right down to the bottom edge, beautiful. And of course, grr, man, that's what you need on your GTO right there. Let's look at those wheels and tires. All right, up front here, we got some great looking wheels. Paintwork on them looks good. Trim rings are beautiful, and red lines, guys. I believe I gotta go around back here to the back side to find the size. Let's see, We got two 1570 15s up front. Now let's check the rear. All right, back here again, paintwork looks good, trim ring looks good, and these are a little bit bigger. These are two 2570 15s. Wheel lip molding looks like it's brand new, and look at that rocker molding. Looks like a mirror. And again, this pinch weld, very important to check it out on every car. This one is beautiful. Let's get under the hood and take a look at that Numbers Matching Power. All right, under the hood here, we got the Numbers Matching Power up front. Now, all those numbers are behind all those brackets. We actually pulled those brackets off and took pictures of the numbers, so you'll be able to see those on our ad. You can see it's got a new power booster on the power brakes. Looks like the master cylinder's newer also. She does have power steering also. All the wiring looks good under here. All the plumbing looks good. Firewall's in good shape. Looks like somebody's replaced the insulation on the hood also. Looks like it's got a brand new die-hard battery in it. Radiator's in good shape. Fan shroud's there. Fan clutch is in good shape. Car does have air conditioning on it. Inner wheelhouses are nice and solid. She's a beautiful car, guys. She's a 67. She's a GTO. She's numbers matching. Give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your drive.